All right, so today we're going to talk about graphing inequalities. We've talked about solving inequalities when they're in one variable. So now we're going to talk about graphing them. So actually putting them on the graph on the coordinate plane and shading wherever we need to shade. So when we solved the equation, so just a review for a second, we had equations like 2x plus 3 is less than 6. I'll make that a 2. Okay, and we had to solve this and put it on a number line. So this is a side note, okay. So this would be negative 2x less than positive 3. You divide by negative, and remember when we divided by a negative, we flipped our sign, and then this would be negative 3 over 2 as your answer. And then you would have to put it on a number line. So negative 3 over 2. This one would be an open circle, and you would shade to the right. Okay, so we did this earlier this unit. Now we have to do one where we have to graph it and put it on a graph and shade it. Okay, so that was just kind of making that connection. It's very similar. So that's what we're going to do. So first thing we have to do is change this to slope-intercept form. So 2x minus 4y less than or equal to negative 8. So I'm going to start by subtracting 2x from both sides. So those go away. Negative 4y is less than or equal to, I'm going to go ahead and write my x part first. So negative 2x minus 8, bring that 8 down behind it. I'm dividing by a negative 4 here. And so those cancel. Now, I'm still dividing by a negative 4. So I'm not really solving a problem, but I had to divide by the negative. I still have to flip this sign. Negative 2 divided by negative 4 is a positive 1/2. And negative 8 divided by negative 4 is a positive 2. So that is my slope-intercept equation. Okay, meaning my slope is 1/2 and my y-intercept is 0, 2. So when you graph it, remember you start at your y-intercept, so here at 2, and I'm going to go up 1 and over 2. Up 1, over 2, up 1, over 2, and then I can also go down 1 and this way 2. Okay, now before you draw your line, just as this sign tells you like open circle, closed circle, that sort of stuff. So on your paper, you have notes. If it's like this, you're going to have a dashed line. If it has the lines up under it is when you will have your solid lines. Okay, so here I have this sign, so it's just going to be a solid line. Okay, so you have your line now on your graph. Okay, then to figure out where you're going to shade, so I'm going to delete this so that I have room to write. You have to pick a test point. Okay, I'm going to pick my test point to be 0, 0. As long as 0, 0 is not on your line, that is going to be your easiest test point. Okay, and so this is going to tell me where I need to shade. So what I'm going to do is plug in 0, 0 into my equation. You can go back to the original, or you can use your slope-intercept form. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to stick with the slope-intercept form. Okay, so I'm plugging in 0 here, and I'm plugging in 0 here. Okay, 1/2 times 0 is 0, plus 2 is 2. Is 0 greater than or equal to 2? Okay, so no, this would be a false statement. 0 is less than 2. So since it is false, so my 0.00 is here. When it is false, you will jump to the other side of the line and shade over there. So in other words, all of this will get shaded because 0, was false here. Okay. And then also what this means, so to show you what all this shading up here means, if I pick any point up here in this shaded area, I'm going to go with this point right here, which is -3, 3. Okay. So I've picked -3, 3. I just want to show you how you can check yourself to make sure you've shaded in the right area. Okay. So pick that point, plug it in just like I did for 0, 0. So for my y value, remember this is x, this is y. So I'm going to put that +3 first, and then 1/2 times -3 plus 2. Okay, 1/2 times -3. That's -3 over 2, which is just -1.5 plus 2. And then -1.5 plus 2 is just 0.5. Is 3 greater than 0.5? Okay, that is true. So that means I have shaded in the correct area, and any point over here will be a solution to the problem. Okay, I'm going to make another second video with another example in case you need it.